The New York Giants just made a move that signals a massive shift in how we build this offense, and it is a gamble that has every fan talking today. We are not just sitting back and waiting anymore. Joe Schoen went aggressive to secure a massive physical presence for our young quarterback. This is not just another draft pick. It is a statement about the power and size we need to compete in the NFC East. Please help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers and leave a like. Malachi Fields is the newest weapon for the New York Giants after a stunning trade that saw the front office jump back into the third round. General Manager Joe Schoen was not content to wait around for talent to fall, so he coordinated a deal with the Cleveland Browns to secure the 74th overall selection. To make this happen, the Giants had to surrender their 105th and 145th picks, along with a fourth-rounder in 2027. It was a steep price to pay, but when you look at the physical profile of this young man, you understand why Coach John Harbaugh was smiling during the post-pick press conference. Standing at 6'4" and weighing 280 pounds, he brings a power-forward mentality to a wide receiver room that desperately needed a physical spark. Last season was difficult for our offense because once Malik Neighbors went down with an injury, the options for Jackson Dart became extremely limited. We saw the team struggle to move the chains when their primary playmaker was sidelined, and the departure of Wan'Dale Robinson to the Tennessee Titans left a massive void in the passing game. Robinson was the volume leader, catching over 90 passes for over 1,000 yards, and replacing that production is no small task. However, the philosophy in the building has clearly shifted under the guidance of Harbaugh and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy. They are moving away from the smaller, shifty receivers of the past and embracing a new era of size and play strength. They want guys who can win those contested catches in traffic and provide a massive target for Dart when the windows get tight. This prospect from Notre Dame, who previously spent 4 seasons at Virginia, has shown he can be that guy. He averaged over 15 yards per catch throughout his college career and demonstrated a knack for finding the end zone. By trading up, the Giants have essentially pushed all their chips into the middle of the table for the middle rounds, as they now have no more selections until the 6th round on Saturday afternoon. It is a bold, high-stakes move that prioritizes immediate physical impact over draft volume. The arrival of this massive wideout changes the entire geometry of the field for the New York Giants. When you have a player with that kind of catch radius, you are not just looking for a secondary option. You are looking for someone who can dictate terms to opposing cornerbacks. His size allows him to box out defenders like a basketball player going for a rebound, which is exactly why the front office used that power forward analogy. This is a strategic shift designed to complement the explosive speed of our other stars. Imagine a scenario where defenses have to choose between doubling the speed on the outside or dealing with a 280-pound monster who can jump over their best secondary players. He creates a mismatch that the Giants have not really had in recent years, especially during the previous regime that favored smaller targets. This young prospect is also surprisingly polished in his route running for a man of his stature, averaging nearly 2 yards per route run during his time in the collegiate ranks. He does not just rely on his frame to win. He understands how to use his body to shield the ball and creates late separation that makes life easy for the quarterback. For Jackson Dart, this is a dream come true because it provides a reliable safety net. If a play breaks down or the coverage is tight, Dart can simply loft the ball up and trust his new teammate to go up and get it. This kind of vertical threat is essential for Matt Nagy's system to truly flourish. We saw glimpses of what this offense could be, but it lacked the physical strength to win those tough, gritty battles on the perimeter. Now, the team has a player who rarely drops the football, with only 10 career drops across 5 seasons. That kind of reliability is what builds trust between a young passer and his targets. It moves the needle because it forces defensive coordinators to rethink their entire approach when facing Big Blue. They can no longer just sit back and expect to outmuscle our receiving core. The strength advantage has shifted, and that shift could be the key to success. This trade matters because it directly addresses the biggest weakness that held the team back last year. When injuries hit the roster, the season spiraled because there was no one left who could consistently win one-on-one matchups. By giving up multiple draft picks to move up, the Giants are showing they are done with being pushed around on the field. This move could help them win more games simply by making the red zone offense much more dangerous. Scoring touchdowns instead of settling for field goals is how you turn a losing season into a playoff run. If this new receiver can step in and win those high-point balls, it takes an enormous amount of pressure off everyone else. It means the running game will have more space because safeties cannot just crowd the line of scrimmage anymore. They have to respect the deep ball and the physical presence on the outside. If the team did not make this move, they risk going into another year with a thin group of targets, which could have stunted the development of their young quarterback. We have seen how a lack of weapons can ruin a promising career, and the front office was clearly determined to prevent that from happening here. The risk of failure is always present with any rookie, but the consequence of doing nothing would have been much worse. This is about giving the team a real chance to compete with the heavy hitters in the league who all have those big physical targets. It makes the offense more resilient and harder to scout. If a defense focuses too much on stopping the speed, they get beat by the size. If they try to match the size, they get burned by the speed. It creates a pick-your-poison situation that elite offenses use to dominate. For the fans, this provides hope that the team is finally building a modern, versatile attack that can adapt to any challenge. It is about more than just one player. It is about a new identity for the New York Giants. We are becoming a team that wins with strength and precision. The tension surrounding this move is palpable because the Giants have sacrificed a lot of draft capital to make it happen. If this works, the team has found the perfect partner for Malik Neighbors for the next decade. In the best-case scenario, this rookie dominates training camp and immediately earns the trust of the coaching staff. He becomes a touchdown machine in the red zone and helps the offense jump into the top 10 in the league. We could see him rack up 800 yards and several scores in his first year, proving that the trade was a masterstroke of genius. This would justify the cost and make the front office look like visionaries who knew exactly what the roster was missing. The atmosphere at MetLife Stadium would be electric as fans watch a new dynamic duo terrorize opposing secondaries. But if it fails, the consequences will be severe and long-lasting. Giving up 3 picks for a player who does not pan out can set a franchise back for years. If he struggles to adjust to the speed of the professional game or cannot stay healthy, the Giants will be left with a massive hole in their roster and no draft picks to fix it. The critics will point to the high price paid to the Browns as a desperate gamble that blew up in their faces. This is the tightrope that Joe Scone is walking right now. He is betting his reputation on the idea that size and strength are the missing ingredients for this offense. Every time the ball is thrown in the direction of this new receiver, the heartbeat of every Giants fan will quicken. We will be watching to see if he can handle the pressure of being a third-round trade-up target in the biggest media market in the world. The stakes could not be higher for the players and the coaches involved. Success means a return to glory and a deep playoff run. Failure could mean another period of rebuilding and missed opportunities. It is a high-risk, high-reward situation that defines what it means to be a part of the NFL today. The New York Giants have taken a massive swing by trading up for a physical powerhouse who changes the entire look of this offense. It is a clear departure from the past and a bold step toward a more physical future under John Harbaugh. We now have a legitimate power forward on the perimeter to help our young quarterback reach his full potential. But as we all know, draft day promises mean nothing until the pads come on and the games start counting. It is a risky move that leaves the team thin on picks later in the draft, but the reward could be a championship-caliber passing attack. Be honest with me, do you think trading 3 picks for a third-round receiver was the right move, or should we have stayed put and kept our draft capital? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below because this is a move that will define the upcoming season. Please help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers so we can keep bringing you the best Giants insider coverage. Don't forget to like the video and turn on those notifications now.